Alright, so in this video I'm going to be porting a map from Counter-Strike into Pavlov. The map is Sub-Zero, and this will assume that you know how to make a Pavlov map, but you just don't know how to port a map from CSGO. So you'll need things like the mod kit, and I'll have a link to everything you need in the video description. So starting off, you're going to want to launch UV4 and get a new project like you normally would. Go ahead and call this Sub-Zero. And if you sync that on your Steam, it'll help you identify which is the map you're working on. So it's not just 40 blank maps in your profile. You're going to need Hamur. This is a plugin, and again, all of this stuff will be linked in the video description, but just copy and paste this into your plugins folder. Relaunch Unreal, and then you will need to enable Hamur and restart. Alright, now we have the button, we have the Steam UGC folder. Let's actually get the map files. So we're going to need to create a folder for all this. I'm just going to call it source files, and within this we will put our models and materials. So GCFscape is a tool to get those files extracted. If you go to your Counter-Strike Global Offensive folder, you can see a bunch of pack files, and the directory holds all the other packs. So we're going to open up this. And now we see our models and materials. We are going to right click and extract this to our folder. I called this Sub-Zero, and that is here. Source files. Alright. This will take a while. Alright, when that is done, you're going to do the same thing for the models. So now we have the materials and models from CSGO, but we want to get a workshop map, and a lot of times they'll have materials and models other than what is in the base CSGO. So if we navigate over to wherever you have your workshop folder, you can see the .bsp. I'm going to copy that and paste it here. And now we will need to convert the BSP into VMF. The way we do that is by using this BSP to VMF tool. So we will start with the BSP, and in other, select extract embedded files, and then go ahead and decompile. Alright, we should have a folder with a bunch of stuff and a VMF. So now we can go back into Unreal. We are going to need to make 2 base materials First one, you can hold T and click to get a texture sample. We will convert this to a parameter and call this diffuse. Going to make another parameter. This one will be for normal. We're going to apply the base like blank normal map from the mod kit to that and give it normal. We're going to put a constant of 1 on the roughness, and we're going to oh, we need a blank. Hold on. So this is just MS Paint and then save it as a JPEG. When you import something, it'll create instances of this material. We are going to need one for decals. Copy and paste that over and change this to deferred decal, translucent, and now we're ready to start importing stuff. I'm going to start with textures, then do props, and then get the map. We have our base material, we have our base decal, it picked those up. Import to, we want to get everything in our UGC folder so we don't have to migrate things later. So we'll do custom maps and our UGC. And we'll call this CSGO. Choose our source directory, select folder, and now we should be able to import. And you'll get a pop-up. You cannot legally use these textures. Obviously, don't try and sell somebody's work in a commercial setting. This is educational purposes only. And this will now take 1,000,000 years to complete. Alright, so about an hour has passed. You'll get a notification box. Hit no on that, and you're done. UE4 will likely freeze at this point, and you'll have to restart it anyway to get the materials to show up in the editor. We have our CSGO materials, but now we need the materials from the map. So go ahead and import this materials. This one should go a bit faster since there's less stuff, but depending on what map you have, it may take a while as well. Alright, now this guy's done. Go ahead and restart our Unreal again. So now we have our materials imported. We can go ahead and get our models. Go to Propuer. For source directory, we'll start with just the CSGO models. Import to custom maps / RUGC / we'll come up with a better naming than just CSGO. We'll call it CSGO models. And of course, can't use them for anything nefarious like selling your own game. And we'll go ahead and select all and hit import. All right, time has passed. The models have been imported into Unreal. All right, Unreal has unfrozen. If we go into models, oh, this one doesn't require a restart. We should see all of the CSGO models. We're gonna now need to do this again for our map. So go ahead and go to PropViewer, CSGO models 2. I'm gonna change the source directory to models and get list of items. Shorter list, we'll go ahead and import all that. And once Unreal unfreezes again, we should be good to import the map. All right, when in doubt, restart Unreal. And it looks like that fixed it. So now we have all our materials from CSGO and the map. We have all our models from CSGO and the map. And now we can go ahead and import the map. So source files, map, we want VMF, open file. All right, so this is all of the stuff in the map. One thing that we don't need are all of the tools, which are like source stuff that Unreal doesn't read. And this is no draw, so we don't want any of this. That's just extra garbage. All right, now we're importing the map. All right, so it looks like it's done. And this is the map. It has been imported, and the lighting is total garbage. Let's see what it looks like unlit. This looks to be all of the materials and things are in place. No obvious missing props or major parts of the map broken. Nice. So this requires a lot of cleaning up now. So one of the things, what the heck is this? Like this, for example, that just gets deleted. One of the things that is a byproduct of importing CSGO maps are all these sorts of question marks and notes and a whole bunch of things that we don't need for Pavlov. So I'm going to go ahead and save this and start the process of making it less cluttered and clean it up a bit. So I'm actually going to build lighting and just see what it looks like with the base lighting. That might be interesting. But before I build lighting, one thing that I definitely want to do is check the scale. And it appears that the scale is quite off. If that's a player size, hold on, let me grab a Pavlov spawn. Yeah, so it looks like this map needs to be almost doubled in size if that player is going to fit through that doorway. So let's go ahead and do that. Get our trust. Whoa, what is this? Oh, this must be the skybox. Let's go ahead and get our trusty cube of scaling. And apply. Oh, not everything can scale. All right. What can't scale? Get rid of the sky sphere. Get rid of the player start. Alright, now everything should be able to scale. Apply this to the cube, the holy scale cube of Antioch. And what should we try? 1.75. Now let's see. That looks much better. Human could actually fit through that doorway now. What are some other reference areas? You should know how big a barrel is. That looks about right. Well, that's something you're gonna have to play with whatever you import. Alright, we got our scaling right. Let us build lighting. So lighting's built, and I mean, it's better. Still hot garbage, but it's better. So now comes the part where we clean everything up. First thing I'm going to check is collision. Collision doesn't look totally broken, so that'll probably be fine for the most part. But a lot of stuff like this, like these floating like question marks and things, these all need to go. So I'm going to put it on unlit. Select, we'll get all of those. Delete whatever you are. Select all those. Delete. Alright, once you go through and delete all the question marks and things that didn't really import that well, you can add some Pavlov spawns and game logic and all that goodness, some bomb spots, nav mesh, and in theory, your map should be playable. You can go ahead and upload. All your stuff is in the UGC folder, your definition, link that up correctly, give it whatever flags you want. Upload a thumbnail and things like that. Fix your lighting. Lighting is kind of a pain. I might just delete those lights. And where's the skylight? And just drop in a basic like default light, and we'll see how this looks compared to the other. Alright, so it's looking better, but it's still pretty garbage. From this point though, you should be able to figure it out. Just build out the map on your own. I'm probably going to add in some different asset packs and try and spruce it up a bit. Make it a bit more in line graphically with UE4 versus Source. And like that. So that's pretty much it. From here, this should give you an overview. Now it's just map making, fixing the light mass, lighting settings on the massive objects that you imported. So, I don't know, bump it up something huge. Could also try volumetric. That's a fun trick. When in doubt, Pavlov looks a lot better with volumetric lighting. And that's about it. Next steps would be cleaning up the map, like filling in holes in the wall and things like that, adding some unique props or better materials, and all of that. If you have any questions about this, you can go ahead and leave a comment. I'll try and respond to them. Thanks for watching.